shooting hand position. With fingers and thumbs closed, there's no lateral support and the ball will fall off one side or the other. Spread your fingers only to the point that the ball still rests on your fingers and finger pads, including your thumb and thumb pad. If you spread the thumb too far, you'll feel the ball leaving your thumb pad and maybe even your finger pad. Don't jack the ball up with your thumb. You'll lose lateral control. The purpose of your little finger and thumb is to keep the ball from falling side to side. Also notice that moving your thumb under the ball forces your elbow out, and as you've seen in the previous section, that's not a good thing. Now, at the very end of the shooting stroke, just before the wrist breaks, the guide hand quits guiding and lets the shooting hand finish the final stroke on the ball. This final stroke is a function mainly of the first three fingers, with the most control coming from the first two fingers. As I just said, the thumb and little finger simply supply some lateral support. The wrist break and controlling stroke of the first three fingers provides direction and backspin on the ball. The non-shooting hand provides no power and no direction during the final stroke. Let me say it again for emphasis. The offhand, the guide hand, the pickup hand, the weak hand, the non-shooting hand plays only a pickup and guide and stabilize role in the shooting process. By no means does it push or spin the ball in any way. The purest and most trustworthy shots can often be judged by what the offhand does, which is nothing. It finishes its job near the release point with its thumb and fingers pointing to the sky. Now, what does that have to do with hand position on the ball when it's in your shot pocket? Well, I want your hands to start on the ball as close to the position that they'll be in when they finish the shot. The fewer hand adjustments on the way up, the greater your accuracy will be. So, the shooting hand starts with the palm facing the goal, strokes the ball with the palm facing the goal, and finishes facing the ground. If we could stand still only a few feet from the goal, then we wouldn't need the non-shooting hand. We could simply set the ball in the waiter position and lift up and out with a pure stroke to the goal. But that's not the game of basketball. In order to move, catch, and jump, the other hand must help pick up the ball, hold it securely on your way up, and know when to let go. Again, what does this have to do with hand position? Well, I just said that I want your hands to start on the ball in the same position that they'll be in when you finish your shot. When you finish your shot, the guide hand will be on the side of the ball as the ball slides by on its way to the goal. So I want the non-shooting hand to be as close to the side as possible when the ball is set in the shot pocket. But with the shooting hand behind the ball, the offhand must keep the ball from falling to the ground while at the same time provide pressure to keep the ball trapped against your shooting hand. This is accomplished by applying pressure to the ball primarily from the tips of the ring and the little finger. As the ball goes up the shot line, the pressure from the fingertips can be released and the non-shooting hand can take on a relaxed guiding role that is relinquished at the top of the shot. If done incorrectly, the weak hand can screw up even the best of shots. Your weak hand should be called anything except weak because it does four important things related to your shot. Its only responsibilities are: it traps the pass or picks up the ball off the dribble, it guides and steadies the ball from the shot pocket up the shot line to the release point, it forms half of your shooting sights on the goal, and when held extended, it counters the twisting motion from the shooting stroke.
Why the up and out shooting motion is important.
Your arms can provide some of the power to get the ball to the goal. Your wrist and fingers alone can provide about 2 feet of distance. Your arms, wrist, and fingers together can provide 10 feet or more. However, they shouldn't have to. Their primary function is to guide the ball and apply the finishing touch needed to make the ball drop into the hole. In other words, your hands and arms should provide accuracy, not distance. The more power you force your arms, wrists, and fingers to provide, the less ability they will have to do their primary function, which is guide the ball and provide all the fine motor control needed to be a great shooter. Well, if your arms are not going to provide most of the power, then you must recruit it from your legs and the core of your body. That power starts from the ground and travels straight up your body as you jump. The best shot form makes the most efficient use of that vertical power as possible. The more efficient you are, the less work your arms have to do, freeing your hands to concentrate on making the shot. That's why the goal of your shooting motion is a one-piece coordinated smooth effort in an up and out direction. The ball, as it travels in an upward direction from your shot pocket to above your head, rides the power generated by your body from the ground up. Your shooting hand provides the outward motion toward the goal as it finishes the stroke on the ball at the top of the shot. Now you know why any negative motion with the ball during your shot is such a bad thing. You lose all the upward momentum generated by your legs and body. The most accurate shooters are the most efficient shooters. Their shot motion takes maximum advantage of every bit of their vertical momentum, freeing their mind and hands to concentrate on finishing the shot. Armed with this knowledge of your vertical power wave, you can see why dipping the ball below your shot pocket before you shoot is a bad thing. You've got the ball going down while your power wave is going up. If you move the ball up while you're coiling to jump, or if you move the ball up before you begin to uncoil, you'll find the ball ahead of the power wave, and like a surfer on the ocean, you will have missed the wave and your shot will fall short. By the way, when a